Hello everyone, and welcome to my channel, Siriana Tarot. This is going to be a reading for Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. This reading is from November 26th, the new moon in Sagittarius, until December 26th, the new moon in Capricorn. As you guys may know, Sagittarius is fire energy and it's ruled by Jupiter. So this is a great time to go on an adventure and explore with your heart. Sagittarius is also a very philosophical sign and all about getting a broader world view. And Jupiter is also the planet of luck, so it brings us luck at this time as well. Sagittarius is the I Master energy of the zodiac, so this reading is going to explore what you need to initiate to bring yourself to a higher level of authority or understanding about the world around you. It's a great time to search for truth, get peace of mind. It's perfect for travel, finding freedom and adventures, tackling legal issues, to have faith and optimism, and finding solutions to overcoming excess, which can be, for example, overthinking, overeating, overpartying, whatever it might be, overanalyzing. So I'm going to do a 6-card spread. This is a new moon spread that's meant to identify your intentions for the upcoming cycle. And it's meant to show you what you need to learn in order to manifest those intentions during the next full moon, which is in Gemini, or the next new moon in Capricorn on December 26th. So it's going to take us right up through the holidays. All right, so I just want to send a warm welcome and a huge shout out to all of my new and returning subscribers, and just let you guys know how grateful I am that you guys are listening, and for all of the love and support you guys show me through your shares, your likes, your subscribes. It is a very humbling experience, and I absolutely love to share these messages with you. So I'm just going to ask that while I'm shuffling the cards and doing the reading, you guys give this video a thumbs up, hit that subscribe button, comment and share if and only if that's something you like to do at the end of the video. All right, without further ado, let's go ahead and get started. This is for Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. Cross watchers are also welcome. So Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. What messages do we have for Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs for this new moon in Sagittarius? What messages do we have for Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs during this new moon in Sagittarius? What messages do we have for Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs, new moon in Sagittarius? What messages do we have for Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs? What messages do we have for Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs? Okay, very nice energy, Virgo. We have the King of Wands. This may represent you or, someone around you or exhibiting these qualities. The King of Wands is, he is a CEO. He is very, very good with money. He's very charismatic. He has a lot of sexual potency and power. He's somebody who's a born leader. He's athletic. He's charismatic. He can be a bit impulsive as well. He's somebody that you don't want to anger because he has lots of fire energy. Leo, Aries, Sagittarius energy. He's somebody that, he's one of the kings I always say that he loves to be king because he's a born leader, but he loved to be the knight, to be where all the action was. He loves, being in the fury of things. He loves the adrenaline. He's not afraid of a fight because he knows he can sort of conquer anything and everything he puts his mind to. Now, underneath that, we do have the Five of Swords, which may be sort of like a winning at all costs type card, and sort of picking your battles. So I get that, he has been very shrewd in the past to get where he is now. And he probably didn't take other people's feelings into consideration while he was getting to where he is now. But this is a card also that maybe in the past your motivations may not have been like super worthy, we might say, but this is like now, this is like a corrective sort of path. We have the King of Swords in reverse here, so I feel like you may have sort of defeated a King of Swords. You may have dethroned someone who is an air energy, which would be Libra, Gemini, or Aquarius. I get that this was, you know, a real battle between the two of you. Now, it could be because you were vying for somebody's love. It could be that you guys were competing for the position as CEO of a company. It could be that you had a partner that was no longer serving you, or that, you know, this King of Swords can be very abusive, narcissistic behavior. And I'm getting that, you know what, and this could be also a part of you that you have put to rest, okay? Because here, whatever this is, this has been quite a long journey. Hasn't been the easiest of journeys. It could be a financial matter. Again, it could be a relationship. It could be your spirituality. But there was something that wasn't working. You were feeling like, you know, this is too hard. Things are not going my way. You know, I'm cold. I'm feeling abandoned, etc., etc. And you put a lot of time and effort into whatever this battle was. Okay, whether it was between you and a part of yourself, your light side and your dark side, because we do have this fire energy and this air energy. Okay, or whether it was getting out of a relationship with a narcissist or with somebody who was abusive or didn't have your best interests at heart. Okay, and maybe you had to do things that you're not really proud of to get where you are, or maybe you just feel like you had to do things that you normally wouldn't do. I'm not saying that you necessarily did anything bad, or maybe you had to take drastic measures to put that part of you or that side of you, that darker side of you, to rest, okay, to see the big picture and to achieve success. So I really love this energy for you guys, Virgo. I am getting the Devil card is coming out as where are you right now in your life? This is Capricorn energy, and the Devil is all about attachment, unhealthy attachments. So again, I'm getting some of you may have been involved in a toxic relationship, maybe with a narcissist or with somebody who is quite verbally and or physically abusive, and you were really attached to this person, I think, because I'm getting that, you know, there may have been a lot of sexual energy. It may have been a relationship where it wasn't based on, you know, love and commitment, but it may have been based on the physical. You guys might have been doing a lot of drinking, a lot of partying. Maybe you guys were doing drugs together even. Okay, and that sort of was the basis of your relationship. And then when one of you decided to go away or leave that behind, you know, it was quite a struggle, but then you also had to leave this person behind. For those of you that it doesn't resonate with a relationship, a romantic relationship, or, you know, any sort of relationship, it could be with a friend as well, could be a business partner, whatever it might be. This could represent leaving these negative behaviors behind, negative thought patterns, or maybe you guys, you know, when you would feel stressed, you would overeat, or maybe, you know, when, you know, relationship issues were becoming a problem, you would over exercise, but to the point of exhaustion, or you would bury yourself in work. Okay, there are a lot of different ways that we can have this addictive, codependent behavior that isn't serving us. Okay, so what you need to what's blocking you from growing, or what you need to leave behind, this is actually dealing with change. When the Wheel of Fortune is in the upright, it's all about dealing with change seamlessly and easily. I do get, though, that you have this fire energy and this ability, you know, you've taken it in your own hands, that you've decided to win at all costs, okay? But there might be too much of a focus on abundance and material things, and also you might be resting on, you know, karma, saying, well, you know, like I was so good, I was so good, I was so good, that now everything good should come to me. And Spirit does want you to remember that it's always a process. Okay, and that we should try to live in the present and in the present moment and do the best that we can in the present, because that's creating our future. Okay, so that's something that's quite an interesting card. Also, I'm getting that you might be feeling like you're down on your luck. Okay, like that, you know, I'm just an unlucky person, and that things, you know, good things don't happen to me. And Spirit's saying you need to leave that behind. Okay, you manifest if you're vibrating at a lower vibration. If you're eating low vibrational foods, sugary foods, processed foods, if you're drinking carbonated, sugary beverages or lots of alcohol, that's low vibration. Okay, and that's gonna, if you're trying to attract something, that's what you're going to attract, that same vibration. So again, during this time of Sagittarius, when it's time to sort of cut out excess, find balance, you know, try to take care of yourself, okay, then maybe you need to look at those eating, drinking, those and behavior patterns, and see what might be keeping you at a low vibration, because it's not about luck. Remember, luck is preparation meets opportunity. Okay, and it's not just this magical thing like, oh, luck, bing. No, it's also, for those of you working with law of attraction, it's manifesting, and your vibrational level is going to attract things at a similar level. All right, and someone out there, one of my Virgos or my cross watchers, really needed to hear that. Now, the Ace of Wands, this is what intentions should you set in order for you to grow? Well, this is a huge green light from the universe. This is following that passion, that inner desire. For some of you, this could be moving towards somebody that you're very attracted to physically, emotionally, etc., etc. This salamander, or this little, I can't remember exactly what it's called. This, when he is eating himself, it's like this complete completion of the cycle. This is setting out. This is saying this is growth. There's a huge growth opportunity. There's a huge blessing that's coming to you. You need to set your sights on what is best for you. I love this fire energy though for you, Virgo, because it's showing me that you're very passionate about this change. You're very passionate about bringing abundance and love and well-being into your life. Again, with these cards coming out, I get that things may have been very difficult. Okay, it may have been a long sort of difficult journey where you weren't able to sort of make any changes. This may speak to Mercury retrograde, where you felt like, there was a huge decision that you needed to make. There was some sort of higher calling that you just couldn't seem to get to. Okay, maybe there was a huge decision. It could be about a relationship. It could be about a job. It could be about your spirituality, but you felt really stuck. And a lot of people did during Mercury retrograde. They felt stagnant, like they weren't moving forward like they should. They weren't able to sort of let go of what they needed to let go. And that was creating a lot of hardship. And it's been a long struggle. But I get that you've put in the time and the effort, and you were able to defeat this King of Swords in reverse. This narcissistic, this sort of abusive energy, whether it was with somebody else. It could be a boss. It could have been a coworker. It could have been a partner. Okay. And you maybe, you had to win at all costs. And now you're sitting pretty on your throne. Okay, and you're very happy with what you've done. You're very charismatic, but you do still need to focus on making sure that you are not, that you've healed and cleared any codependency issues that you have, so you can bring forth abundance and change. And you're being supported by the universe here. It's a huge green light for you. Wow, and there's loads of expansion coming to you. Again, there's so much Leo, Sagittarius, and Aries energy in this reading, Virgo, that you may have that heavy in your chart. Someone around you might have that are exhibiting those qualities, or it may just speak to the Sagittarius period. Okay, so this reading, remember, is from November 26th until the new moon in Capricorn on December 26th. So this fourth card is the information you need to get in order to, manifest your intentions. And this is all about expansion. This is all about big picture stuff. I love the gauntlet and the bird. This bird can see the big picture. He's also sending messages. There's this beautiful feather. So pay attention to signs and synchronicities from your angels, your ancestors, your loved ones who have passed. They're guiding you on this journey of abundance and change and detaching from negative behaviors or toxic relationships. This person has done all of the work. He's standing up high. He can sort of see that commerce is good. There's a good give and take. Things are going his way. So if this speaks to you in a business aspect, this is very auspicious. But then also look at businesses that have a big picture view. Remember, I said that in the beginnings that Sagittarius is ruled by Jupiter, and it's all about getting this world view, the big picture, and seeing the big picture. Make sure that you're not focused on just tiny little minutiae or details, okay? So, make sure that you get that big picture so that you can expand. But there is like loads of support for whatever it is you have your mindset to, Taurus, okay? Really, really gorgeous. And then, yes, what positive energy will emerge during this phase? This is the sun. This is you standing in the sun. This is you being happy. This is you being optimistic. This is you co-creating. This is you having a partner that just emulates you, that mirrors you. It could be a soulmate or a twin flame connection if this speaks to you about love. If this is about business, this is happiness. There's a lot of Leo energy. I mean, every King of Wands, Ace of Wands, Three of Wands, the sun. So there's a lot of Leo. This is a lot of strength, a lot of solar plexus chakra. I'm getting there's also a lot of sacral chakra as well going on, lots of orange, lots of yellow, which is all about creation. And the sun is all about creativity. It's also being fun, having, being playful, bringing a sense of playfulness to your life. But there is some sort of behavior pattern or relationship or some sort of toxicity that you do need to clear at this time. But I mean, look at all of these cards. You know, all of these cards speak to you being abundant, being happy, being healthy, you know, creating and manifesting like a true master. All right, Virgo, so let's go ahead and see what messages, additional messages Spirit has for Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs for the new moon in Sagittarius. What additional messages do you have for Virgo, for Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs for the new moon in Sagittarius? The first one, yin yang. Yes, this is all about balance. Archangel Camuel. Yes. Sorry, Raphael. All right, the heart chakra. Yeah, and rest and rejuvenation. Really nice. So Virgo, you guys have been working really, really hard. You are going to be, or you've started some sort of healing process. Again, whatever you had to do, it may have made you uncomfortable, but you had to somehow clear this energy of the King of Swords. And I get that it's something you've put a lot of time and effort into, and it's something that's been very difficult for you. The focus here is on meditation, on going within, finding that rest and rejuvenation, and finding that peace, okay? So that you can heal. Even if you have gotten away from this energy, there is some sort of healing that needs to take place. So make sure that during the Sagittarius period where you're trying to taper down that excess, whether that's drinking, whether that's over analyzing, whether it's overeating, whatever it might be, you know, do this self-care, this rest and rejuvenation. 1 and 9 adds up to 10, so that's a completion of a cycle. There's also the, you know, the wheel card coming out, which is another 10. So this is you getting through, you know, a really difficult cycle that may have taken a long time, and you might have experienced a lot of delays during Mercury retrograde, but now that we're moving out of it, you're going to see this, you know, this healing take place and this forward movement and all of the blessings that you are being offered and support, whether that's by people in your surroundings, or it's your soul tribe, or it's your spirit guides and universe. This yin yang card speaks to, you know, everybody, we have a light and dark side. I love the fact that there's this full moon. So this full moon in Taurus, I think he was back on November 14th, but I'm not sure, may have been very important for you. But I also see the moon and I see the sun. So we have the sun coming out here. Okay, so I'm getting something that happened maybe during the Leo period back in August. That July-August period may have been also very important to you, and something that may have started around then. Your heart chakra. This is all about healing your heart. This could speak to a love and relationships situation. It could be, you know, a loved one that you had to separate from. It could be something that you were just very emotionally attached to. But there may have been just some sort of healing that needed to take place, because oftentimes when we are indulging in things, or overindulging rather, this is a sign that something is out of balance. And oftentimes if we're drinking too much, you know, our heart hurts. You know, if we're hiding ourselves in work, you know, it's some sort of response to a trauma that usually comes from the heart chakra. So do pay attention to clearing and balancing your heart chakra, Virgo. I feel like that's going to be very, very important to you. Before I started this reading, you know, I was doing the Taurus reading before this, and they were experiencing some sort of grief. But as I was meditating on the Virgo reading, I had this sort of real tightness in my chest, and sort of like this heart pain. And it makes sense that, you know, something here that's also been very emotionally, it's tugged at your heartstrings. It's been very difficult for you. Okay, and I'm getting that also for some of you, you might have experienced some tightness in your chest, and I do suggest that if that's the case, that you go check that out at the doctor, okay, just for maybe one of you. That may be as a result of stress, of everything that you've been through, all the hard work that you're putting into this. Taking shelter, the answers are within. I love that because it's right next to the rest and rejuvenation card. So meditation, self-care is going to be very, very important. Okay, and voyage of the heart, look at that. Love flows through you and to you. So whatever you are doing, whatever you have been doing, this is something that is affecting your heart very much. Okay, this is something, again, we have the new moon showing up here. This is also your intuition. I'm seeing, you know, the high priestess energy coming out here for you. And that speaks to the answers are within, this rest and rejuvenation. Some of you are very intuitive, my Virgos. So meditating is going to bring you the answers. It's also going to bring you balance. It's going to bring you healing For others of you, you are doing, you know, Reiki and energy work. That may be your job, it may be what you're dedicated to, or it may be something that is going to really help you in this whole process and at this time. Okay, so additional messages for Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. Additional messages for Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. All right, here we have doubt. I release the need to know all the answers. Interesting. Okay, and then we have surrender. I can release my need to control. That's very, very interesting. So this Capricorn devil energy might also be your need to control everything and circumstances around you. Again, this King of Wands energy is like passion, it's fire, it's adventure, okay? It's expanding your horizons, it's great with money. But we do have this King of Swords energy, and if it doesn't resonate with you as another person in your life that was very controlling and very narcissistic, it may be a side of you that you had to defeat or that you're constantly working on defeating, because, you know, trying to over control, trying to even micromanage the universe or your family or your employees or your partner, you know, that can be so negative and really create sort of a negative environment and backlash as well. Okay, so surrender your need to release control. This could also speak to you getting out of a controlling relationship, whether that be with a romantic partner or whether it be with someone in your family or whether it be with a job, and release the need to know all the answers. I get that some of you might have been really sort of like, you know, this, you may, I get that I'm getting two messages though with this King of Swords. It's either somebody that you got away from that was checking your phone, that was changing your passwords, that was like accusing you of cheating all the time, you know, this sort of like need to know where you were, really controlling information flow as well, maybe not giving you all your messages, and or that's you, and that's something that really needs to end, or you need to get out of, or you are out of. Okay, that may be just for one or two of you. Okay, final message for Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. Final messages for Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. Prosperity. The universe is pouring its abundance out to you. Be open to receiving. Yes, I love that. I love this, you know, so whatever this change and this healing, I mean, we have so much Wands energy, so much passion, so much fire, so much abundance coming to you, that you need to make sure that you're balancing out any sort of excess that you've been engaging in, and or getting away from anybody who's been over controlling. And as soon as you do, you know, remember this meditation, this rest, and this rejuvenation, which really might speak to this Mercury retrograde period, which is a built-in meditation period. We're in the shadows of Mercury retrograde until December 7th. So it may be until then, and then afterwards you're going to just see, whoa, all of this stuff aligning, you manifesting like a complete master, like a complete boss here, and bringing in the prosperity that you've worked so hard for and that you deserve. All right, Virgo, so I love you guys so much. Please give this video a thumbs up, hit that subscribe button, comment and share if and only if that's something you like to do. And remember that I love you, and I hope you guys have a beautiful, beautiful new moon in Sagittarius.